Hello and welcome to Knitting the Notes with Dr. B. Today I want to just briefly go over the G major scale, how it's related to the C major scale, the fingering to use with it, and a little bit about the technique involved. Let's get started. Before I demonstrate playing the G major scale, I wanted to show you a little something about the connection between these two scales. C major, which is the scale I videotaped a few days ago, and G major have only one note different between the two of them. And they are a fifth apart. And in music, if you know anything about music theory, you'll understand the circle of fifths explains the relationship between different keys. So these critters are in no particular order, and I'm not trying to talk down to anybody, but I just think they're cute. So C major is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. The second half of that scale is the first half of the G major scale. And the one note that is different is the fourth note of the C scale. If I play this now, it's a C major scale. If I change that to there, then when I play it, it's a G major scale going from C to C. And if I move these critters down here, then I have a G scale. Going from G to G. So for whatever that's worth, there we are. Let me demonstrate how to play the G scale with your right hand. The fingering will be the same as the C major scale. And remember, you want to keep your fingers where they're comfortable. It helps maybe to start with your arm at your side, bring your arm up, turn it over, and that's a pretty comfortable hand position. And in my view, although there are many different approaches that you can take with your fingers as it pertains to playing the piano, the one that can work well for eventually developing speed in playing scales is to operate your finger from the metacarpal phalangeal joint here as a unit from the key surface. And then your thumb, of course, goes sideways. So let me try G major slowly. And notice, instead of maybe trying to put my thumb behind the fingers as they play, I just like to pivot on the key, which brings my thumb close to the C, and there it is. A nice way to practice scales is to practice them 1 octave as quarter notes, 2 octaves as eighth notes, 3 octaves as triplets, and 4 octaves as 16th notes. So I'll try that right now. You're not going to be able to see all of them, but you can hear them. To start an octave lower for 4 octaves because the stand for the camera is in the way there. So that fingering is really just the same as C. Now the left hand, again, you want to have your arm tilted, arm up, and then your hand tilted slightly toward the thumb, and play the keys like this, like you were picking up a pencil, but instead you're depressing piano keys. Pivot. 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 have to go down for the 3 and 4 octaves. And then when you put them hands together, again, I like to sort of, my analogy is double Dutch jump rope, where your left hand is going to play 5 notes before you play over to finger 3, and your right hand will play 3 notes before you pivot again to finger 1, and vice versa on the way down. And when you're going over, I like to think of this as collapsing or relaxing this thumb joint or this thumb knuckle, whatever it is, and then just allow your hand to go over. Or some people like to say roll over your thumb. Pretend you're a lumberjack rolling logs. So it's going to be 5 plus 3, and then 3 plus 5. Here's the 3, there's the 5. So good luck with that. Thank you for joining us, Knitting the Notes with Dr. B.